Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. As you guys know, I'm starting my candle line, so like I'm testing things and like trying to get the right thing together. And one part of making candles is testing the wick. So if you don't know what the wick is the thing that you bend in the candle, like this, the little thing in the candle. I'm not sure if you can see it, but is the string that you bend in the candle. And this is very important. It is very important that you test your wick, because first it has to bend properly and it has to bend clean, else it's going to affect the throw of your candle, the scent that comes out of your candle. If you don't wick if you're not using the correct wick for the correct jar, you're not going to be getting the scent that you want to get when you burn the candle. So to select your wick, there are different kind of wicks they have. I know of the eco wick, the CD wick, and the HTP wick. And the wicks, they kind of increase in size. So let's say within the same series, let's say within the same eco series, there is like Eagle 2, Eagle 3, Eagle 4, Eagle 6, things like that. So as the number increases, the wick size increases as well. But that doesn't apply across series. So a CD4 wick is not going to be at the same as an Eagle 4 wick. So yeah, and there is a way to test your wick to find the perfect wick size for your jar, and I'll leave the link in the description. I use Candlescience wick guide, and I also follow a group on Facebook that you can literally ask, and some people will chip in and tell you what to use. But even though people are telling you what to use, you still have to test it. So I'm using two different kind of wax. I'm using the soy 464 wax and also the IG 6006 wax, and I'm bending the IG 6006 wax right now. It is in front of me. I'm testing 3 wicks. I'm testing the Eagle 4, the CD8, and the HTP 93 wick. I'm going to show you guys it's burning. I started burning like 30 minutes ago, so I have a long way to go to actually see if this is perfect for my jars. One thing you also need to know is the fragrance and dye. Also, if you put fragrance and dye in your candle, it affects the wick to some extent. So that's why you want to kind of be testing new fragrances and new things that you add to your candle when you make them. So this whole thing looks simple, but it's kind of a lot. It's a lot of testing, and I feel like there are a lot of things that you need to know, but I feel like the wick is kind of the most important thing, because if you get this right then you probably get the rest of the stuff right, maybe. So yeah, this is what I'm burning. This is the CD4, this is the CD8, and this is the HTP 93. So far for 30 minutes, this is how they are doing. I can't really judge if this will give me like a full melt pool. So what you're looking for is when is the right wick. When you burn it for 2 hours or maybe 3 hours, you should get a full melt pool. So a full melt pool is like the wick. You see how this one is burning? It should burn completely to the edge. And then when it burns completely to the edge, by 2 hours, it should be like half an inch dip. The melting part, the melt pool, which is called the melt pool, like the melting parts of the wax, should be like half an inch when you check it at the glass, half an inch deep. I hope that makes sense. So that's what we are looking for. I'm going to keep burning this for a while, and then we'll come back and check it. So let's see how it goes after 2 hours. I'll keep you guys updated. So bye bye. Okay guys, we are at the 2 hour mark, and I'm going to show you guys how it's burning in a minute. But I forgot to tell you guys that before you select your wick size though, you have to know the container that you're going to use. It's very important to know the container that you're going to use, and it's also important to know the wax that you want to work with, because these two things determine the wick that you're going to go with. So let's say you're using a container like this. This is like a 4-ounce mason jar. You take the container and then you measure the diameter of the container, like the inside diameter of the container. So you take a ruler and then you measure it from edge to edge, but the inside of it, if you get what I mean. So if you measure the inside, then you go to the website that I put it in the description below, and then you put that in, and also you put the kind of wax you're in, and they give you suggestion for the wicks to use. So now let's take a look at how our candles are doing. So this is how it's looking after 2 hours. So I'm gonna get closer. So this is the eagle foil. You can tell that it is flickering a lot. That could mean that that could mean two things: that I overwicked the jar, or I probably didn't cut the wick down too much, and it's forming a mushroom. So when your wick, I'm not sure if, yeah, you see how it's formed, that is called like the mushroom. So I'm not sure, I'm gonna still leave them to kind of bend a little bit, but this is burning to the edge a little, but not completely. It's tunneling, which also could also mean that I underwick this. So this is probably not the right wick to use. When you come to this one though, this, I'm kind of feeling that maybe I did not position the wick correctly in the wax. Let me know what you guys think. We are all learning, so let me know what you think. I feel like I did not position the wick correctly in the center, and this one too is flickering too, you can tell, and it's not bending to this side of the edge of the glass. That's what I'm feeling like. I did not position the wick well, and you're supposed to cut the wick to 1/4 inch, and I feel like this is also too high, and I really didn't cut it to that 1/4 inch. But I don't know. When it comes to this one though, this one is going really slow, but I also have the mushroom, but the flame is not too high. The flame is not too high, but it's also tunneling a little bit. But let's give it some time to see if it's gonna bend completely to the edge. And that is the HCP93. This one is a CD8. So yeah, that's what we have now. I'm gonna wait a little bit, maybe another 2 hours. I'll check up on it in 4 hours to see how it's doing. So we will come back after 4 hours. Hey guys, so this is at the almost at the 4-hour mark, and this is a no. The flame is so high. I think I didn't cut it too low. I didn't cut the wick too low, and this one is forming more mushroom, but they've all like kind of they've all made a melt pool that is from edge to edge, and this one as well. But this one is bending beautifully. I'm not sure why the mushroom is forming. I am guessing because I didn't cut the wick down too low. But I'm going to turn around so we look at the melt pool. So if you look at this one, this is Eagle Foil. Yeah, the melt pool is way above 1/2 inch. It is burning really hot. It is producing a lot of carbon, and this is just a no. It is mushrooming a lot too. So I feel like this jar is overwick. The wick is too big for the jar, and this is something you should look out for. You shouldn't be using a wick that does all of this. And the flame on this is too high too. It's just ridiculous. At this point, I'm done with this week. And then this one, the melt pool is very huge. It's way more than 1/2 inch. I'm not sure if you can look at it. Well, the melt pool is very huge. And yeah, the flame is tall too on that one too. This one, the flame is okay, even though it's mushrooming. I'll have to find out why it is mushrooming. But yeah, that's all that I can see on this one. But the melt pool is pretty okay. It's not like over the top. So what I'm going to do is to turn these flames off, and I'll probably not use these 2 wicks, the Eco 4 and the CD8, I believe. The CD8, I'll probably not use those 2. I'm kind of feeling that this is too high for this. The wick is too big for that. Maybe I'll test it again and cut it down short, but I'm not sure. But for this one, I am going to test it again, cut the wick down a little shorter and burn it again. If I do that before I'm editing this video, I'll let you guys know, or I'll update you guys in the description or in the comment. So let me know if you have used these jars before. How did it go with 6006? Let me know. But I really like how this one is burning. I think I'll just have to cut the wick down a little bit and see how it burns. But it is flickering a little bit. I don't know if that is due to air or something, but it's flickering way less than this too. Like, this one is just a disaster. So yeah, I'll also be ordering some more wick and also be testing it. Somebody recommended HTP 83 and HTP 104. I'll also test those and see how it turned out. So I'm going to be testing the soy one too in my next video. I'll probably test it after this one. Just light it on and steady while it burns. So I don't want to include it into this video because I really don't want it to be super long. So yeah, I will be testing the soy too, and I'll bring a video on that. I hope the soy works pretty well. That's it on Wicks. I hope this is very helpful, and if there's something you want to add, let me know in the comments below. I'm still learning, so any additional comment will be very helpful. So yeah, that's it on Wicks. I am still learning. If you have any suggestion, be sure to leave it in the comment. Like I said, I'm going to be testing more wicks using this jar. This is one of the jars that I'll be using, not the mason jar, but something that looks very similar. It has the same diameter. So I'm just kind of using this. These are like my testing jars. I'll probably, when I'm done, I'll probably clean them and be using them over and over again. But yeah, this is what wick testing looks like. There's something also called burn test. This is not what we are doing. This one we are just solely testing the wicks. And yeah, I'm going to be testing more wicks and come up with other ones. But I will still test more of the HTP 93, and I also test the other HTP wick series, and I'll see which one works better for this one. But right now, the flame from Eco 4 is kind of disturbing me, so I'm just gonna blow it off. So yeah, wait for my video on soy wax texting. It will come pretty soon, so I will catch you in that one. So until then, stay blessed and beautiful.